you can't be pleased with the first 20 minutes, half an hour last week. I mean, can you put your finger on what went wrong?
I was pleased with how we started the game. I thought we were on the front foot. I think I said this after the game as well. I thought we got to the final third quite a lot, without probably any real substance in terms of testing Fran Bentley in the goal. We've had quite a flurry of corners, which again in the women's game you have to make more use of. And then we've had a 10-minute spell where we find ourselves 3-0 down in an absolute mountain to climb. I think we've switched off from a throw-in and give away a soft foul on the edge of the box, which again is giving someone a great opportunity to have a shot at goal. Again, their first corner, they've scored off. Again, we need to do better in terms of bumping and blocking and getting tighter in the box. And then they've scored, a really good goal in open play. I think she could hit that another 100 times and it probably doesn't go in. But I do have to say the reaction from the team was positive in terms of the resilience to fight back. I think we score a really good goal with Tash playing into Elna, then Kitchener and beyond. Like, that's what we want to see more often. It was so easy for us to work that opportunity. And obviously Mary's contributed in terms of a cross shot. We didn't care, it went in, and it kind of got us in at half time closer than what we were. I just don't think we really kicked on in the second half. We needed to score early in the second half to get it back to 3-3 to give ourselves a real chance, but we just didn't really kind of have that momentum as what we wanted to.
What is it about this particular fixture? Because a year ago, it was
4-3,
yeah, high scoring game.
Yeah. Look, I think you've got two competitive teams. Like, yeah, we are massively disappointed with the result because that's not what we wanted to happen. However, the amount of, entries that we had in good areas that we got into, we just didn't make a count. And, the data backs that up in terms of the field tilt, the crosses, the entries, the shots. Like, we are getting there. We are getting in the right positions. It's either the execution or the decision making that is letting us down in that big moment. And I think if we tune into that, which we have been trying to do over the last couple of weeks, we'll be on the right side of a result. So that's kind of been the message this week to the players, that we have to get that little end bit right, because we're getting there. We're getting right up the pitch in and around the box, but we're not seeing the rewards for it.
Because you've said a few times over the last few weeks, your stats, the figures for the running and the distances you're covering are high. I mean, there's no issue there. It's decision making, the final ball. That's your issue. I
think so. It's when we get there, it's the person on the ball either making the right decision. Maybe they have made the right decision, and then the movement or the support to get on the end of something hasn't been there. So it's a bit of both. We've done a little bit of kind of real analysis on it this week and really tried to like hone in on that in the sessions and demand the quality. And the players have to demand that quality from each other. They have to give each other better verbal cues. They have to give each other better information in terms of what they're after, and they have to maybe be on the same page a little bit more than what they have been.
Does it surprise you a little bit, bearing in mind some of the quality you've got in the team?
Yeah, look, we scored 2 goals. Like, it's not that we can't score. We've just been leaky on Sunday in terms of we've gift-wrapped them some easy goals, which is very, very unlike us. So that was disappointing in terms of goals conceded. But when you score 2 goals at home, you would expect to get more of a positive outcome. So we just, I've said it before, in terms of the volume of our shots needs to increase, and the volume of shots on target to test the opposition goalkeeper has to be more as well.
But you're still in touch. I mean, the table's such that you're only points away from those promotion spots, but that does put a big emphasis now on beating Portsmouth, who are one of the struggling teams. Yeah, we have to go with that attitude and that mindset of having a winning mentality. We have to run harder than the opposition, we have to work harder than the opposition, and we have to have better quality. And I've said it before, we've got a good squad, we've got good quality. We all need to pull together in the moment. We've only been beat twice. We're not on a bad run. We just maybe haven't done enough last weekend to get the points that we actually wanted. And there was no one more disappointed than us, me and the players and the staff. We were really disappointed. But that makes the fire a little bit
brighter and burns that little bit hotter, and you're desperate to then put it right this weekend.
Do you find yourself in a position where you don't want to overreact? I think it was Mark Hughes at Carlisle a month or so ago. They lost 5-0, I think it was at York, but he said, look, these things happen. That's football. Yeah. You can't overanalyze it.
Yeah, and again, it's not a lack of effort. It's not a lack of togetherness. Like, that is fully there. That is fully present. We can say that. We just have to make sure, like, this league is super competitive, and ultimately the opposition's trying to stop you doing what you want to do. And they probably thought they did that really well on Sunday because they stopped us doing what we wanted to do. So then we have to have another answer. We have to have a plan B. We have to find different ways of getting past the opponent if they're, really clued up to what we're trying to do and what we're trying to hurt the opposition. So having players come on to be able to do different things is an option. But I think we've got more than enough in our locker to have more answers in the future than what we did at the weekend.
And was it disappointing because it was a home game? I mean,
yeah, it was a home game. It's obviously at Eppleton as well, which is as you keep alluding to as well, it's a ground that we're really comfortable with. So yeah, it was a disappointing day and a disappointing result, but it fuels the fire to be hungry and go after the next one.